Hello and welcome everyone. So we all know that UPSC 2023 examination application link is out there on the website, and if you are preparing for 2023 attempt, then you should not make any delay in applying for the examination. So in this video we will discuss some briefly about certain questions that you need to be considered, certain clarifications that you should have in mind before you apply for this examination. A little bit about the exam first of all. So if you are preparing this exam, then you are preparing for top posts such as IAS, IPS, Indian Forest Services, which is IFS, IRS and so on. So if you want to become one of those top officers in the country, then you have to crack this examination. This examination is considered as one of the toughest examination in the world. But with the right guidance and the right strategy, you can definitely clear this examination. This examination is also considered as one of the great levelers. It means that if you are from IIT or IIM, or if you are just from any other private college, it does not matter. If you are a sincere hard worker and you've got the right strategy, right knowledge, right skills, then you can definitely become an IAS officer one day. So let us briefly discuss about this examination, how this examination is. So this examination is conducted in 3 stages: prelims, mains and interview. So those selected in the examination will be allotted a particular cadre and a particular service, IAS, IPS or IRS, based on their rank. For example, if my rank is 80 in the final list, and if I have preferred IAS as my top priority and I have selected as my home cadre, I have selected the base cadre as my home cadre, then I may probably get that service. But let us say in another scenario, if my rank is 500 and if I have put as IAS as my preference, then I may not probably get IAS as a service. I may be getting IPS or IRS as a service, mainly because the number of posts that IAS has about 100 to 120. So if my rank is 500, then I may not get that particular service. Now let us briefly discuss about the application form. Okay, so who can apply for this examination? So let me tell you that anyone who is a graduate and is in the final year of his examination or has already completed his graduation can apply for this examination. The qualifying age for this examination is 21 years as of August 1, 2023. So please remember the date August 1, 2023. It means that if you are not 21 years of age by January 2023, it is not a problem, but you should be 21 years of age by August 1st, 2023. Okay, so now let us discuss about your caste, whether you belong to a particular caste or you are in a general category, and the number of attempts and age limit for all these categories. Let us say you are a general candidate. How many attempts you have? You have 6 attempts and you have the age limit of 32 years. So if you are a general candidate, you can take this examination 6 times and not more than that, and only up to 32 years of age. Okay, and there is a new category that government has brought. It is called economically weaker section, EWS, which is a 10%, which is having a 10% reservation. But even if you belong to EWS category, then the number of attempt and age limit will not change. It means for EWS candidates also the age limit is 32 years and number of attempts is 6. Let us say you belong to OBC category. Okay, then you have 9 attempts. You can take this examination up to 9 attempts, and the age limit for you increases by 3 years. That is, the age limit for you will be 35 years. If you belong to SC or ST category, then there is no limit for how many times you can take this examination. There are unlimited number of attempts. However, the upper age limit of 37 years will apply for you. Now, there are some guidelines about reservation that you should take in mind. Okay, if you want to apply for AWS, then your income from all sources, your family income from all sources, should not be more than 8 lakhs. If you are a general candidate, you do not have any caste based reservation, even then you can claim reservation based on your economic status, but your income can't be more than 8 lakhs if you want to claim this reservation. Let us say you are applying under OBC, then you have to make sure that your caste is included in the central gazette, which is released by the central government. Your caste has to find a mention in that list. Only then you can apply under OBC. and also for OBC as well, an upper income limit of 8 lakhs shall apply. One more thing you should remember is that you cannot have the certificate, any reservation certificate, the date of that certificate should not be after 21st February 2023. It means if you want to claim OBC reservation, you should have the date mentioned on that certificate before 21st of February 2023. So that is about some guidelines about the reservation. Now how to apply? Now there are some changes that UPSC has introduced this year. The number one change is, if you go to the portal, there is something called as one-time registration. Okay. So previously there was no such thing as one-time registration. This year they have brought in this particular change. It means you have to register in this portal and you have to create a profile, and this profile will be common for all future examination of UPSC. So if you have created a particular profile under one-time registration, the next time you are applying for UPSC or any other examination other than civil service examination you are applying, then you need not fill in all the basic details that you have. For example, your name, your address, your educational qualification, you need not mention it again and again. You have to register only for one time. After one time registration, you have to apply, and you can apply for CSE from the same website, upsc.gov.in, and few things that you have to keep in mind before you start applying, before you proceed for your application, is that you should have certain documents in the soft copy format. Number one, you should have your photo in the soft copy format. Secondly, you should have your signature in the soft copy format, and also your proof of identity in the soft copy format. Now this is about applying for the examination in the application form. You can fill in the required details, whatever questions that are being asked in the application form, whatever details that are being demanded in the application form. A few things you have to be careful about, such as the medium of examination. Choose only that medium in which you are most comfortable with, and also choose the qualifying language of this examination which you are most comfortable with. For example, if I am well versed in Hindi, then I should choose Hindi as a qualifying language of examination. And if I am very much comfortable in writing in English, all my optional subject and all my main subject, then I have to choose English as my language of medium. Okay. One last thing about applying for this examination that you have to keep in mind is the center of examination. Choose the center of examination which is closest to your hometown, either which is closest to your hometown or a center which you are very much familiar with, where you will go and not feel uncomfortable. Okay. Now that is very important, because on the day of examination you have to stay relaxed, you have to stay calm, and the surrounding matters. And if you choose a center which is somewhat alienated, if you feel alienated in that atmosphere, then it will be a little bit uncomfortable for you and it can impact the performance in your examination. So these were the few FAQs, few questions that we need to be keeping in mind, few details that we have to keep in mind before we apply for UPSC 2023 examination. So we wish you all the best from our side. Thank you very much for joining.